Welcome to Monsterpalooza 2016. My name is Jonathan Fuller.
I'm Kelsey Burke, and I like to think I do special effects.
My name is Joe Holland, and I do special effects makeup.
My name is Brent Collins, and I just started. So this is all experience, but it's good.
Welcome to Monsterpalooza. This is our new venue out here in Pasadena Convention Center 2016. It's a place where all us creature and character designers come out here and show our stuff, sell our stuff, meet and greet, and have a look at my table this year. I got my creatures and all my stuff out here. Hello everybody, I'm over here at Sandy Calora's table. And we're going to take a look at some of his amazing work, and we're also going to take a look at his amazing creature and character designer series books. So Sandy, why don't you tell us what it is that you do and what brings you to Monsterpalooza?
Well, like you, I'm a creature and a character designer, and work in the film and TV industry, designing creatures, and worked in video games, toys, a bunch of different stuff. This is the art of character and creature design, and it showcases the best of art and monster artwork from all over the world.
Which is that one question for you.
Yes.
What is that beautiful piece for?
This is called La Tiburonera, which translated means the shark hunter, and it's for my new feature film that I'm developing called Shallow Water.
All right, I'm over here at Mikey Rotella's table, and I'm going to introduce you to this guy because he's freaking amazing, awesome, and cool. So hey Mikey, what are you doing here at Monsterpalooza?
What's up, dude? I'm just making masks, having fun, you know, just like you. I'm trying to get to John Fuller status, you know what I mean? Fuller's the man. This is eating and eating. Look, they're connected by Velcro right here. It's companion masks. I'm bringing back the old school companion Halloween mask. The ice monkey right here. It's kind of like a monkey version of a Yeti, not so much apish, you know. It's kind of a tribute to the Matterhorn Yeti. I got the Warmonger here from American Werewolf in London. Everybody knows that one. This is one I did for Trick or Treat Studios a while back, but this is an artist proof that I painted up myself.
So if somebody wanted to get, like, if they're not at the show, if they're not lucky enough to be at the show with us, where can they go to find Mikey Rotella work, pieces to get?
I know it's sort of pathetic and ridiculous in this day and age, but I don't even have a website. But I have my Instagram, I got Facebook. You know, if you search my name, Mikey Rotella, you'll find something. Monster Mask, latex, represent.
All right, thanks Mikey.
Dude, thanks man.
You're welcome. I'm over here at Charlie Hernandez's booth. He's got some amazing masks over here at Monsterpalooza 2016. You guys have to check this stuff out. Hello. Oh yeah, say hello, Charlie.
Hi everybody. These are my newest ones. My favorite one is this one.
And what do you call that guy?
What do we call him? She put the name.
What's his name? I have the same problem.
I'll pass on the question.
Okay, this guy looks new as well. What is his name?
Dude, come on, man, you're killing me over here. I think it's
His name is Yes.
I think it's a good name.
His name is Yes.
That's Cletus, though.
Oh yeah, let's look at Cletus. Cletus
Cletus.
is pretty rad. This guy turned out fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
I love it. Are you having a good show?
Dude.
If you don't know who Steve Wang is, Joe, you shouldn't even be watching this channel or watching this show right now. So Steve, we're here at Monsterpalooza 2016 in Pasadena. Why don't you explain to everybody what it is, your new company, which is called
Elite Creature Collectible.
What you guys do?
We basically do a combination of licensing creatures from movies, and we make collectible busts, a 1-to-1 scale, to 1/3 scale, and smaller. And then we also do a lot of original pieces like our Medusa and my aliens. So all our stuff is available online to be ordered.
Okay, I've seen a lot of the work that you guys have been doing. It's a lot of your larger, full-scale statues for video game companies.
Yes.
Is that one of the main things that your company does?
Yeah,
or-
my company actually, me and my partner Eddie Yang, we have a company called Alliance Studio. And
Okay.
basically, that's what we do. All the film stuff, all the video game company stuff. You know, anything that's outside of the realm of collectibles, we actually do it out of that studio.
Favorite monster all time?
Creature from the Black Lagoon, original,
Ooh.
hands down. And you know what else? I am much taller than this guy. I just want you to know.
Oh, no. I'm standing in a hole right now. All right, guys, I'm back here with the awesome Casey Love here at Monsterpalooza 2016. Casey,
Hey,
why don't you go ahead and tell us what we got going on behind us?
but I brought a few new pieces this year, which are totally brand new. Starting with Giganticlops, which is just my take on a giant cyclops, kind of like with a little bit of an English bulldog-esque, undershot jaw. So it's latex, just again, like, I love doing like high-end, realistic-looking latex stuff. So Giganticlops is new. Next we have Sci-Fly, which is actually cast in translucent resin, it's not latex. And, this was all these sculpts were done in wet clay originally, and then molded, cast, seamed, painted, the whole 9 yards. Here we got a lot of new mini busts, the Reanimator, this is called the Hound, Slackjaw Zombie, Fat Feratu, Rat Feratu, Bat Feratu. Got my own paint line set going.
25?
36 colors.
Wow,
Yeah,
36 colors in this kit.
So this design here is called a Jari, and a Jari is from a concept illustrator who's amazing in Japan, a guy named Kita Amamiya. And he is a guy that has inspired guys like Takayuki Takeya, Nirasawa. All those guys followed his work. This is my take on that character, but I didn't go far off the design. I mean, that's him, but it's got some of my influence in it and some of my design aesthetic in it. But I wanted to do it, and it's cool because, of course, like none of my stuff ever looks like that Japanese style.
Right.
But this does, and I love that how the whole thing came out. It just came out really bitchin', but it's an homage to him,
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's his character. All the hair work that's on it, of course, is my wife Melissa Love did all the hair work on it, which is
Tell us what your favorite creature or monster is.
of all time.
Yes, of all time.
I would say I'm gonna go back to Ymir from Harryhausen. That's one of my favorites.
Hold it close.
This is your first year at Monsterpalooza?
It is my first year at Monsterpalooza.
Well, you fit right in, man. Your work is absolutely amazing. How long have you been sculpting?
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
That kind of makes me sick, dude. I've been sculpting for like 18.
No way. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
your work must be awesome.
Well, you're pretty awesome too for only 4 years.
No way. Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it so
welcome.
much.
Man, these guys with these 4 years and no years and being badasses. If you had to think of your favorite creature or monster, what would it be?
Definitely Xenomorph.
Nice. All right, guys, here we are watching Jordy Shell do a sculpting demo at Monsterpalooza 2016. And I think, yep, he's doing Michonne from The Walking Dead. Hey, Jordy, when did you start that? I had no idea you were doing a demo.
What's that?
I said I had no idea you were doing a demo. When did you start this?
I don't know, about 3 hours ago. It's not just capturing the likeness. It's not the clinical features specifically. It is also getting the overall character, the feeling of the person.
I'm going to randomly stop people and ask them why they're here. Why are you here?
Actually here to see your work as well as everyone else's. It's my first time.
Oh, you're a virgin?
Yes.
Oh, that's
in
fantastic.
more ways than one.
Kill. Here we are at Monsterpalooza 2016. I am going to introduce you to two amazing freaking artists. Mike Hill, which is phenomenal. All right, and Norman Cabrera, who's also freaking phenomenal. All right, Mike Hill, why don't you introduce us to your newest friend here?
This is a recreation of, there's a movie, a 1957 movie called I Was a Teenage Werewolf, which was very revolutionary at the time. The producers had this great idea to mix horror, which became big again, with the teenage movie audience. And they made I Was a Teenage Werewolf, and it was extremely successful. And it actually starred a very young Michael Landon as a guy called Tony Rivers, who was hypnotized and reverts back to his primal state, which in this way somehow turned him into a werewolf. Not a were-ape, but a werewolf.
How long does something like this take you?
This one was a world record. We did this in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, this was me and my partner Megan. We did it between us, and it took 2 weeks. We delegated tasks. I would sculpt, she would mold, she would cast, I would paint. So we did it between us as a tag team. And we basically graphed down a wall and said, okay, this day, 2-day sculpture, 1 day paint, 1 day cast, 1 day mold. It's the only way we could get it done. And we got it done, and I think that rather than sometimes these rush jobs actually give it a rawness that looks realer than if you spent weeks and weeks getting something finessed.
Yeah, it turned out absolutely fantastic,
Thanks, Johnny.
my friend. So what is your fascination with the classic monsters?
I guess it just, from when I was born, I was born in 1969, so by 1974, and I was 4 or 5 years old, the classic monsters was all we could get pictures of, the classic monsters and the Hammer monsters. So to me, people have their sports star, people have their religious characters. I had the monsters, and it was these guys right here.
What is your favorite creature? If you had to pick one that you always go back to, that you really enjoy or really does something for you.
It's Oliver Reed in Curse of the Werewolf, 1961. I think is one of the greatest monster makeups of all time, and the greatest werewolf of all time. And I don't know, I saw the movie at like 4 years old, and it's lived with me ever since. And I live and breathe it. I think it's a wonderful movie, and again, it's almost my religious figure.
Here at Monsterpalooza 2016 at Night Owl, and this guy,
Justin Mabry.
Oh yeah, Justin Mabry.
Yeah.
So Justin, what brings you to Monsterpalooza 2016?
The monsters. This is Jack the Monster, inspired by Jack Davis's artwork, and another zombie. Gotta have a zombie. There was more, but they sold.
That's good.
Luckily,
that's what we want to do here at the show.
The Spook Show Ghoul. And in the museum I have a 7-foot Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
See that
What's going on with Justin Mabry? What is it? Is this a full-time gig for you?
This used to be my full-time gig, and now it's pretty much part-time or a hobby, because across the way is Trick or Treat.
Ooh.
And Chris and I built this company 7 years ago, and it's gotten pretty big, so it's a full-time thing.
All right.
Most of the stuff I sculpt doesn't even get seen until we get approvals.
Is that hard for you? Is that hard for you? Because you kind of want that.
Yeah, you want to show it.
Right.
Yeah, we got Steven Spielberg's BFG.
Really?
So that's a pretty big deal for us.
Oh, very cool. Well, right now we're going to ask him one quick question. We're going to head over to Trick or Treat Studios and see what they got brewing over there.
And what else?
All right, buddy. Who's your favorite creature or monster? If you had to think of one.
My favorite creature or monster?
Yeah, like that one that you always go back to.
The Frankenstein monster.
Frankenstein?
Second would be the creature.
Now we're over at Trick or Treat Studios with
Chris Sefro.
And you are?
And once again
the other guy.
Justin Mabry.
All right, you're a fairly new company, and you seem to be taking over the world with your Halloween mask line. What is the secret to your success?
I think the secret to our success has been coming out with high quality masks that represent the work that the artists do from their hands. You see a lot of artists where they'll make a great mask and then they're given off to some of my other competitors in the past, and they're unrecognizable as their work.
You're giving away the secret.
We keep the integrity of their work to make sure that the factories we use produce exactly what we're giving them in terms of our tooling and paint masters. High quality stuff, and the market's responded. I like it.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of the product you got here at Monsterpalooza.
Take a look. So here's one. So this is our license for Iron Maiden.
Sefro, if you could pick one creature or monster that you could fall back on that's your favorite, what would it be?
It would be the Shock Monster.
All right, everybody. I'm here with one of my favorite people, Russ Lukic. Russ?
Hello.
say hello to our fans out there in the internet world and explain to everybody who Russ is and what Russ does.
Hello, Information Superhighway. I am a special effects creature and makeup sculptor and painter, and I also do commission work for people and my own projects like Angus
Who is
art
this
pieces.
for the people who are clueless?
If you don't know, this is my representation of Angus Scrim as the tall
in
man
peace.
from the Phantasm series. This is my tribute piece to Hugh Keys-Byrne as a Morton Joe from Mad Max Fury Road. I saw the movie and it blew me away.
What is this one? Is this one latex or is this one silicone?
This is silicone. I do silicone typically because I think it's easier to punch human hair in, or wig hair, whatever you choose to use. You punch them in one at a time into the head.
What do we got here? Is this what is this cast in?
This is cast in a resin, and then it's got like an automotive chrome finish to it, and then other paints.
Does this come off?
Yes, it does.
May we see it? Ooh.
So underneath the end of the film, I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but
well, it's spoiled now.
It's spoiled now. Favorite monster of all time? Probably Mr. Barlow from Salem's Lot, Reggie Nalder.
We're at Monsterpalooza 2016 here in Pasadena, and Dienzo, what do you do, man?
So I do the kind of creepy, cute, big-eyed, monster, scary stuff. I try to do what I can, share my stuff, and get into some monster geeking out. This is what I do in the wee hours of the night to keep my sanity. You know, kind of a side gig.
Yeah.
So I work in I work for Cartoon Network.
Tell them some of the projects you work on Cartoon Network.
So I head up the creative for consumer products. So we do like toys for Adventure Time and regular show and apparel and stuff at Hot Topic.
If you had to pick your favorite monster, I know it's a cliche question, but if you had to think back and you're always falling back on that one creature or monster, what is that one that's always
tough, dude.
yeah?
Don't make me do that. It's
I know.
like picking my children. I can't do that. All-time favorite. Will
they take your toys away?
Oh, they're going to take your
gonna
toys
take my
away
toys
without
away.
answering the question.
I would say the Universal monsters. Of those,
All of them? He didn't answer the question.
Okay. Dracula. Yeah.
Well, I did this tribute this year for The Howling, and one of my favorite, most inspirational movies, and it got me into doing makeup effects. And I mean, I saw it when I was a teenager, and I was really honored this year because I actually got the man himself who played TC in the movie, Mr. Don McLeod.
I'm Don McLeod. I played TC in the classic horror film The Howling, and Norman did this beautiful rendition of my character, and so I'm here to just pat him psychologically on the back for beautiful work, and this is Norman Cabrera, and I'll step out because no one cares anymore.
Norman Cabrera. I do special effects makeup for the movies,
good. Thank you.
I just did this tribute for The Howling, just for fun. The favorite monster. It's really hard to pick just one. I know. I mean, probably. Why don't I say what's my favorite movies that have monsters in them? Okay. I always loved the Universal monster movies. I loved all that stuff. I loved Planet of the Apes, the original John Chambers creations. And then in the 80s, American Werewolf, Rick Baker's work, and The Howling, Rob Bottin's stuff, and all. That's what inspired me more than anything else.